Hey guys, it's Maverick 10 here at Blu-ray Collection Part 3. Now before you say anything, I know, looking a little scruffy. Me and my buddies are growing out our beards for Medal of Honor release. Cool? Well, they're growing out their beards. I'm just kind of not shaving. I've never been able to grow it. It's got the whole Joe Dirt, whatever. Now, with Blu-ray Collection Part 1, guys, it was pretty amazing. Came out of nowhere, shocked a lot of people, right? Now, with the second one, I wanted to create a little bit of character development. You get what I'm saying? Right? Go a little deeper, but in turn, it got a little darker, right? So with this third one, I'm trying to take the pros from each one, put them together, and answer a few questions, right? Tie up the loose ends, maybe set it up for another trilogy down the road. So now that I just took my videos way too serious, let's get into this. Now, I'm doing this in alphabetical order, and we left off last part 2 with the F's. So we pick up with, right, the Ballas, the G's. Ghost Rider, guys. Okay, I liked Ghost Rider because I like Eva Mendes for obvious reasons, right? But even more so, I love Nick Cage. You know why? Because my dad was pulling Nick Cages before Nick Cage was pulling Nick Cages. My dad would be like, when I was a teenager, he'd be like, Maverick, you know, you want to be able to stay out later. You want to go places we wouldn't normally let you go. You want more responsibility. You want us to trust you. But it's so hard for us to trust you when we give you a little bit of leeway and then you do something stupid like that. So the first time I saw Nick Cage do his thing, it's like, hey, that's how Dad yells at me. I like this guy. Next one, guys, G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra. Now, a lot of heat on this movie. Was it good? Was it bad? A lot of people loved it. A lot of people hated it. On opening night, we went to go see this movie in the theaters, and after the movie, everyone stood up and gave it a standing O. They gave it a standing ovation, like they loved it, right? I think because everyone in the theater realized what it was. It was a popcorn movie, fellas and ladies. It was fun, good action movie, you know, thin plot. Who cares? It's fun to watch. One of my buddies was like, they didn't like it. It's like, what, bro? He's like, you know, too much action. Okay, first off, you have a prostate, so there should be no such thing as too much action for you. Copy? Okay, second off, you get it was G.I. Joe. Like, you get that, right? It's not like a new thing. Like, it's based on the cartoon. I mean, you understand that. So why do you feel that way? No action. I went kind of crazy at the end like this when him and I were talking. These next one, guys, Halloween 1 and 2. When I heard Rob Zombie was gonna direct these, I got amped because I like his stuff, guys. It's crazy. It's like I feel uncomfortable when I watch his stuff, but I like it, right? He did a great job. Guys, he had to remake the greatest horror movie ever made. Not my favorite, but the greatest. The best ever. And there is a difference. And that's not opinion, that's fact. I read it on Wikipedia. I mean, I would totally hang out with Rob Zombie. Not in his house, because I saw him on MTV Cribs. I would feel really strange in his house, but I would totally hang out with him in my crib. Hellboy 2, the Golden Arby. I like Hellboy a lot. I like Guillermo del Toro. But Hellboy is one of my top 5 favorite superheroes. I like him because he's unconventional. He's not your everyday superhero. And I think, he's not your everyday. Can you really have an everyday of something that's like not everyday? Like, superheroes aren't common, so can you call one not everyday? It's like, bro, what happened to your eye? Oh, dude, I got hit in the face last night. Oh, are you okay? Yeah, it's okay. It's just one of your everyday punches to the face. How often, bro, do you get hit in the face? You have categorized punches to your face. But he's unconventional. I like him. Hell Ride. I bought this movie, guys, for 3 words. Quentin Tarantino presents. Enough said, right? I Am Legend. Really good movie. Really good book. Will Smith never ceases to amaze me. He's always doing... I think he picks great movies to do, right? But a lot of people are like, hey, the monsters from I Am Legend look like the monsters from Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Yeah, way to go, Will. Rip off another video game. You guys saw Independence Day. Tell me, was he not ripping off Resistance 2? I know. Indiana Jones. You either loved it or you hated it. Was it the best or was it the worst? You be the judge. Inglourious Bastards. Not my favorite Quentin Tarantino film, but definitely his best. Now people are like, oh no, Reservoir Dogs was his best. No, Pulp Fiction was his best. No, wrong. Sorry. Reservoir Dogs put him on the map. Pulp Fiction made him an icon. At the end of this film, Brad Pitt says, I believe this was my masterpiece. And I think Quentin was trying to tell us, the audience, that he believes this is his masterpiece. Freaking excellent. Christoph Waltz is a bad guy in the movie. Does a phenomenal job. I mean, when you are a villain in a movie, and when you're the best villain, in the whole movie. But Adolf Hitler was in that movie? You're an acting stud. Christoph Waltz can act his butt off. Did a great job. Like all QT movies, I call him QT. He's cool with that. We've talked about it. You have to be in the mood for it. But if you're in the mood for it, freaking sick movie. Iron Man. And I took the case off, the original case off, and left this one in. How is it like 20 people have asked me, hey, is Avatar any good? But like everyone's seen Iron Man. Like Avatar, like this, Avatar made, I think, $19 billion. And Iron Man made a lot of movies. Everyone's seen Iron Man. Why? His movie's awesome. I mean, it really is. Robert Downey Jr., he lived the story. He was Tony Stark in real life for a long time. These next movies, guys, some more QTs. Kill Bill. I really like these. Quentin puts a lot of stuff, not only actors, but a lot of the same themes in his movies. I love his style, the exploitation type style he's got, right? And, you know, a lot of soul music in his movies and funk and women's feet. I like that. A lot of great fight scenes in here, some classic martial arts, also some over-the-top Matrix style fights. Really good. Fun to watch, really good. King Arthur. One of my buddies was like, bro, have you seen King Arthur? I was like, nah. He's like, you should. It's like, all right, I'll pick it up. And I did. Snake Eater. Oh, wait, we're off one. This is, I don't know. I don't know where I got this. Was this limited edition? You know, but I have it. And the important thing, I have it. Did you buy it or did you steal it? Does it matter? Because I have it now. So nothing else matters. The ends justify the means. I believe though it came with the limited edition, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it did. As a matter of fact, I'm almost positive. In fact, I'm certain, 100%. I went from like 12% like 2 seconds ago. Now I'm 100% sure limited edition. Midnight Movie. Guys, every once in a while you F up, okay? You make a mistake, right? Some people don't like to admit they make a mistake. It's easy for me because it doesn't happen that often. We had a Halloween horror movie marathon one night, bought it. Whatever. I was like, before we put it in, I was like, I can't believe I got that movie for $10. 9 minutes later, I was like, I can't believe I paid $10 for that movie. Whatever. Sucked. And this is the one we're going to end on, guys. My Bloody Valentine. 3D. Okay, seriously, though? Hey, I'm a sucker for slasher flicks, brah. Okay, no joke, though. Me and a lot of friends went to go see this movie. Now, for those of my subscribers, you've heard me talk about my wife's friend, Rico. Now, Rico, she gets around, okay? I said before, she's like the PS3. She does everything, okay? Now, and she also is in the brightest crown in the box, right? She asked me one time, Maverick, how many sons does Mars have? Okay, now we're on the same level, right? We're on the same page. You know who it is. Okay, now good job to get caught up to speed. Right? Okay, so me and a lot of my friends were going to see this movie, right? And the guy says, do you guys want to see this in 3D or not in 3D? We're like, what's the extra cost for 3D? He's like, it's an extra $2. Like, yeah, we'll see it in 3D. So he shows us to the 3D theater, right? So we're sitting there, 20 minutes in the movie. Here's Rico. Maverick. I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's wrong? She's like, it's a good thing we paid the extra money for the glasses. I was like, why? She's like, because without them, the screen's really blurry. Yeah, well, see, if it's because if it wasn't in, if we would have just gone see 2D, they would have put us in a different. Yeah, I know, we lucked out. My boy next to me was like, no, she didn't. I was like, yeah, she did. But you're gonna still make out with her later, aren't you? Okay, good. Guys, I'm Maverick 10. That is true. And a little embarrassing for Rico, not me. Why do I care? It's material. When she comes over, I'm like, sweet, YouTube material. I'm Maverick 10, guys, and I'm out of breath.